Good afternoon, everybody. Today I'll be going over my SATC 420 project, and today this project's gonna be on the Wendland Well Blowout that occurred in Burleson County, Texas, on January 29th in 2020. So a little introduction. On January 29th, 2020, around 3 p.m., the Wendland Well, located in Burleson County, Texas, which was operated by the Chesapeake Operating Company LLC. They experienced a loss of well control, which resulted in a blowout. The oil and gas escaped from the well and within seconds found the ignition source, resulting in a giant flash in the vicinity of the well that fatally injured 3 contract workers and seriously injured another. The blowout was caused by uncontrollable flow of oil and gas to the surface. Both immediately threatened human life and the nearby environment. The hydrocarbons gushed forth in a dramatic plume of fire and smoke that witnesses said rendered the sky an orange-pink hue. At the time of the accident, contract workers from Eagle were in the process of installing a new tubing head as a part of a workover operation, and the workers from Forbes, who provide the worker rig near the Wendland Well, preparing for their follow-on task of installing tubing in the well. Following the blowout, the ensuing flash fire destroyed the workover rig and several nearby vehicles, which altogether resulted in over about $1 million in property damage. And the CBS identified the following as safety issues as well planning, well control, and the ignition source management, and federal regulatory safety requirements. Um, this is a major this was a major incident that shook the state of Texas at the time and the entire industry. And it's my belief that oil companies will learn from this major mistake and help set up the proper elements to prevent future accidents like this from occurring. The OSHA elements, the 14 OSHA elements, we have obviously right here, and the three that I chose that take place in this certain incident would definitely be operating procedures, management of change, which is probably the biggest, and then contractor training. The root causes, there were multiple elements that were involved in this Wendland blowout case. If I had to choose one element, I would say the deciding factor would be the management of change. The reason why I say this is because it was a lack of well control, well planning, operating procedures, and ignition management. There are numerous amounts of changes that could have been taken to prevent this accident. The mixture of hydrocarbons should have never been released from the well, allowing the ignition and blowout. Um, this The investigation confirmed that a root cause to this tragedy was indeed ignition management, which resulted in management of change. The biggest lesson that the oil field can take from this incident is to have proper management systems and to make sure all 14 are being used effectively and taken into consideration on any job site. Without proper management or management tools, then there's likely the possibility that employees will not be doing the jobs or safety process correctly, which can result in bodily harm or even worse. The Wendland blowout was a prime example of what can happen when the proper management systems are not put into place. I do believe that all oil field jobs should require proper risk assessments before the jobs are even being conducted, because in this scenario there were no risk assessments, which is a violation against regulation. And lastly, this is my sources page. And that's it, everybody. I appreciate it. Thank y'all.